In this video, let's look at how to take packet capture using Ekahau Sidekick hardware. So now if you have Ekahau Sidekick hardware, it has some capability of take multiple channel packet capture. The device has a 4 Wi-Fi adapter, all supporting 2.4, 5 GHz and 6 GHz. So then if you want to take all these three bands, you have the capability. So now it has a 4 Wi-Fi adapter, so you can simultaneously capture 4 channels traffic. Sometimes, especially if you are troubleshooting a client roaming issue, you don't know which channel a client device is roaming into. If you have a 4 nearby AP, you can lock down packet capture for those 4 channels and capture your client roaming scenarios. So now it require Apple iOS device. That way, whenever you use Ekahau Analyzer app, it require iOS device, either iPad or iPhone, in order to take packet capture. So I will walk through how easy to take multi-channel capture. So now in our scenario, like our channel operating channel number 1, 149 and 21. So I'll go to my Ekahau Analyzer app on this my iPad and walk through the process. So now here's the Ekahau Analyzer app. So now in here you can see the packet capture option is there. So now if you just simply click packet capture option, it require you start click new capture and select your channel. So now 2.4, I need channel number 1, 5 GHz 149 and channel 6 GHz 21. So once you select, you can start capture. Now this will maximum allow to take packet capture up to 5 minutes. In that way, you have to reproduce or you have to do your issue reproducing within that time and then capture. So in our case, what are we going to do is we'll take client connected. This is my Windows client. Let me just keep your other screen in the background. At least that way it's packet capture is working. So now in here, at the moment it is not connected. So I will go ahead and connect to our 3 SSID. Now MR and PSK, which is Wi-Fi 7 capability of this SSID. But sometime keep in mind our adapters in Sidekick is not Wi-Fi 7 capable, but still you should be able to get the association management control traffic. So even though the data frame is not being captured, you should be able to see the client capture. Now just to make sure you get the idea, I will connect this into another SSID as well, what we call .1x. This is now I connected to .1x SSID as well, and then I will connect the guest SSID as well, at least 3 different security. So now you can see I have simulated the 3 different client association. Now final one, it says client connected to the OWE kind of SSID. You can see the detail here. So I will stop the capture. And once the capture is stopped, you can share very easily. So now once you click share, you will get option. So I will basically go ahead and do Airdrop. Now this should typically show my Mac computer. I simply click there and then I'm accepting that file on my computer. Now that I downloaded the file, so let me just show the file. This is not the file. I will open. Now if I go to my download, you can see it shows a file downloaded, putting the timestamp and which channel being captured, 1, 149 and 21. So now if I open this file, typically, like now you will see lot of frame being captured, but I want to find out client association. I will go to the association request kind of frame and look at my client connections. You can see I try to connect to MRN PSK SSID, and then MRN1X SSID, MRN guess SSID. At least if I take, let me just take the first example, this Intel client. I copy the MAC address of the Intel client. Let me just minimize this. I copy the Intel client MAC address and copy the value and go to frame filter and replace this MAC address with my client MAC address. Now, once you do that, you can see my client is basically trying to do .1x authentication. You can see now client is basically doing .1x authentication, initial authentication, association, EP exchange. You can see EP exchange success, and after that they are doing the 4-way handshake. Okay, this is a typical flow of a .1x kind of SSID. Now, if I want to filter the other association, let me see whether they basically use the same MAC address or different MAC address. In that way, now if I look at the PSK, you can see it's using a different MAC address. Okay, that means sometimes this is a Wi-Fi 7 connection. My client is Wi-Fi 7 capable. Whenever it's connecting to that, probably this may be a link specific address. They associate to the 6 GHz band. So this may be the 6 GHz specific link address. In that way, I have to filter for that MAC address. Okay, in that way, this is sort of a source or transmitter address. Now copy the value. I'll go to the same frame filter. I filter for that MAC address. Now, once you filter for that MAC address, you can see this time authentication, like simultaneous authentications of equal. This is the WPA3 personal. If you look at the detail, you can see, like it's like a SAE kind of authentication messages. In the fixed parameter, you should be able to see this is a simultaneous authentication equal. That means WPA3 personal, and then followed by association request response and 4-way handshake. So now in this particular scenario, even if it is in the association request, if you look, you should be able to see this is like a Wi-Fi 7 connection. If it has a multi-link information, you can see it's a multi-link information. That means this is a Wi-Fi 7 connection. Even though my adapter is in Sidekick is not Wi-Fi 7, we are able to capture the management and control type of frame. So sometime in here, I may not be able to see the data frame, full data frame, because some of them are Wi-Fi 7 data frame. We may not be able to, like a capture. In that way, you may not get the full data part, but at least troubleshooting point of view, this is what important. So you saw now in that way, Sidekick is packet capture very easy. It's a very powerful option, because now especially taking multi-channel capture is not that easy. You have to plug different USB adapters, in that way having one single hardware providing that capability is quite useful. So one thing to remember now, because it has a 4 adapter, maximum you can select 4 channels for simultaneous packet captures. But if you want to sample packet capture, you can select more than 4. Then adapter has to basically time slice and listen for like a 250 millisecond and go to the other channel. In that way, you will not capture all the packet because we have a more than what were the adapters you selected more than that. In that way, keep in mind, if you're troubleshooting client issues, you don't want to lose packet. You want to capture everything. In that way, you can go for a 4 channel. Hope this video make useful. Let's basically meet another video how to packet capture using another method.